It's exam season for high school students across the country, but the Toronto Star reports that some educators are questioning if finals are even worth it. Critics say they're too anxiety-provoking and not a good measure of what a student knows. So, should they do away with high school finals? Okay, I see a young man who looks like he's in high school going, yeah, get rid of them. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I don't even remember the last time that I had an exam, but I am in my mid-30s now, so I should probably start studying for my prostate exam. But I would say, depending on your area of expertise, yes, I do think that you should have an exam. Like, when I was in university, I did a university degree in visual art, which I thought was a slam dunk, but obviously I caught some shifts at KFC after that. But I think if you're like a doctor, yes, your ability to memorize things and have to demonstrate that is important. Like, I don't want to be like, my femur hurts, and he's like, you're what? So I think that, yes, also to do away with exams, it's just a way of testing something, and I think to be like, oh, well, it gives me anxiety, like, it just makes me hate the younger generation, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm pro-exam.
Yeah, don't you feel like life is full of anxiety? These tests are actually preparing you for life, because in life, regardless of what you do, whether it's sports, if you're an athlete and you have practice, well, guess what? There's a game. And there's a final. So that anxiety, you're gonna have to face it at some point. And it doesn't matter if you're an artist, you may be working and practicing the piano, but eventually you're gonna have to have a final exam, and that exam may not be an exam, but a performance. And so you have to learn how to lock in and take everything that you've been practicing and really do it when it really counts, kind of like live television. We practice, and then we gotta do it. For real, it's okay.
Yeah.
So let's go with that.
This is the exam.
Let's go with that.
Because then, I think this is true for all of us. If anyone asks me right after the show, what did I talk about today? I will say, I don't remember. And I think that is true, the same thing for exams. I literally do not remember anything I learned in high school except for typing and a couple of words in French. I'm not kidding. And I did very well in high school by all measures that counted at that time, but I don't think it was actually the best way that I personally learned. And let me just say this. We've been talking a lot in life about systems that need to be overhauled, and I think the education one deserves some overhauling. It does. I don't think it's serving different kinds of learners. I don't think it's serving people who don't necessarily want to go the university track, who require, you're right, doctors, you want them to know some things. But everyone, there are so many different ways and so many different types of careers. Can I just shout out Finland? Finland, I'm looking at you if you're listening.
Finland, hello.
Finland's education system is considered one of the best in the world, and I won't bore you with all the details. One of the things they do differently is all their teachers have master's degrees. There are less of them, and students keep those teachers for up to 6 years.
Wow.
So that teacher gets to know each individual student. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you learn?
But
and
do they
have
exams?
exams?
Like that teacher, and then you're stuck with them for 6
but I think
years.
the teachers are generally better. And I will just say this.
Miss Hayes?
Listen to this. This is... no bad teachers.
Shots
This is the
fired.
punchline. Okay, they do have some tests, but they are voluntary, the exams, and they outrank the United States and are gaining on Eastern Asian countries in terms of education.
So no real exams.
No real exams.
It's really interesting. Listen, I used to be a teacher. I used to teach grades 7 and 8. My kids have all finished university. I know I started teaching when I was 5. And I saw it firsthand. There were kids who really thrived with the exams, and there were my other kids who were smart in different ways. And then the exams did not capture how special they were and how they learned differently. And so I gave them different projects. And I think you're right. I think we have to tailor it to the subject. You know, if someone is taking auto mechanics, or you have the carpentry class, or whatever you do, if you're going the route of the trades, is an exam what you want? No, I want you to get your hands dirty and show me what you've learned. Maybe it's in an exam, but maybe it's different. But if my daughter, who's right now says she wants to be an OBGYN, you better believe you gotta study from a textbook and do an exam for the reason of,
and I think I don't agree with that, because I think if you're doing the trades, I want you, when you build my house, to really know what you're doing, and I want you to pass that exam so it's on foundation, so when I put a ball on the floor,
practice.
roll down.
No, but that's in practice.
Right?
There are some things to
in
be
the
tested.
electrical, I want you to know what wires. Like, I think it counts for everything. I just think
But
it
you
counts for
learn
everything.
by doing. Many people learn by doing.
Absolutely.
So the repetition of actually doing the physical thing. Like, I think that there's there's room for imagination and hybrid here. I think we can all agree that,
it's
right?
true.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.